A review of the Mamer in Maimorim Ulukotim in the Chelik Beis. This is the 10th Mamer. The Mamer is Vechol Bonoyich Limuda Havai V'Rav Shloim Bonoyich. The Mamer, the Rebbe said in Shabbos Parshas Vayishlach, Yudalit Kislev Tovshin Mem Aleph. And as it says in the note over here, that this has been published in the booklet for Yudalit Kislev Tovshin Mem Ches. And this was in honor towards the 14th day of Kislev, which is coming upon us in Tovshin Mem Ches, which is the beginning of the 60th year of the wedding of the Rebbe Shlita with the Rabbanis, the Rebbetzin Shlita. And that wedding took place in Tov Reish Pei Tes, and this is Tovshin Mem Ches, so it's the beginning of the 60th anniversary year of their wedding. So they published the Maimer that the Rebbe said in Tovshin Mem Aleph on Yudalit Kislev. And the date on the booklet is Erev Shabbos Kodesh Vayishlach, Yudalit Kislev. And this is also was a Shnas Hakil, and the Shnas was Tovshin Mem Ches, Shnas Tismach. So we'll do this Maimer. So the pasuk of Vechol Bonoyich Limuda Hashem V'Rav Shloim Bonoyich. This is a pasuk which is in Yeshaya Perik Nun Dalet, and we say it every morning. We say it in the davening before Aleinu. So the Rebbe, the previous Rebbe, during the wedding of the Rebbe in Tov Reish Pei Tes, he gave a Maimer that opened up with this Vechol Bonoyich. So the Rebbe was reviewing that Maimer on this wedding anniversary in Tovshin Mem Aleph, the Maimer that the Frierdiker Rebbe said at the Rebbe's wedding in Tov Reish Pei Tes. Umei v'kvei kidushas meiricha mi'admur b'mamori dibra maschil zeh. So my father-in-law, the Rebbe, in the Maimer that opens up with this opening, with Vechol Bonoyich shebekuntres drushi chasen Tov Reish Pei Tes. That's located in the Kuntras, the booklet, in which they have a collection of the different Maimorim that the Frierdiker Rebbe said during the wedding period, the Sheva Brachas. So this is one of the Maimorim. So over there it says the Beverav Shloim Bonoyich Shnei Pirushim, that there is two interpretation. What does it mean, Rav Shloim Bonoyich? Now, Vechol Bonoyich Limude Havaya, the Pashtus, what it means is all your sons, those are the Talmidei Chachomim, that are Limude Havaya, they're learned by Havaya, they know Havaya, they learn Torah, that's called Limude Havaya. So the Bonoyich that are Limude Havaya is V'Rav Shloim Bonoyich. So there's two interpretations, whether it means that there is Rav Sholem to Bonoyich, that those Bonoyich, those Limude Hashem, get lots of Sholem. The Eibishter gives them lots of Sholem. Or that the Pshat is V'Rav Shloim Bonoyich, that they are Mamshich Bonoyich, they're Mamshich Sholem in the world. That your Bonoyich bring in Rav Sholem. The Rebbe will explain that it's together, that because they're Rav Shloim Bonoyich, they add Sholem into the world. That's why they are Rav Sholem Bonoyich. Let's see the inside. So the Rebbe says in the Maimer, the Rav Shloim Bonoyich Shnei Pirushim. There's two interpretations. Aleph, number one, the Pirush V'Rav Shloim Bonoyich, that there is lots of Sholem to your Bonoyich, to your sons, to the Talmidei Chachomim, who sheyiyeh Rev Sholem LeBonoyich, that there will be lots of Sholem to the Bonoyich. That is Kipirush HaMetzudas David v'Hatargum. That's the Metzudas David, and the Targum translated as such. V'Habeis, and the second Pirush, which is in the Mamer Chazal, this is in the Gemara in Brachas, and what we say actually in the Davening. Over there it says, Talmidei Chachomim Marbim Sholem Ba'olam. That the Talmid Babeis, the Pirush V'Rav Sholem Bonoyich, Hu Shal Yidei Bonoyich, Nase Dibu Sholem Ba'olam. That it's through the Bonoyich, it's not that they get Rav Sholem, that they give Rav Sholem. The Bonoyich make a lot of Sholem in the world. K'maymer Hazal, this is like our sages of blessed memory say, Tamidei Chachomim Marbim Sholem Ba'olam. The Tamidei Chachomim increase peace in the world, Shenemar. Vechol Bonoyich Limude Havaye V'Rav Sholem Bonoyich. So the Gemara uses this pasuk that the Rav Sholem comes from Bonoyich. Al Tikra Bonoyich. Don't say your sons, Elo Bonoyich, your builders, because the Talmidei Chachomim are not just Bonoyich, but they're Bonoyich. As the Mamer explains, so the Mamer explains, why are they called Talmidei Chachomim? Say Talmidei Chachomim Marbim Sholem Ba'olam, they're the Bonoyich. They're the Bonoyich. So the Mamer explains the Zeh Mashe Talmidei Chachomim Nikroim Bonoyich. Why are they called Bonoyich? It's Mamer Razal, that goes by like the statement of our sages of blessed memory in the Gemara Shabbos Kuf Yudaled Omid Aleph. My Banoin Elu Talmidei Chachomim She'oskim B'Binyan Shel Olam. What is Banoim, the builders? That's a reference to Talmidei Chachomim, because they occupy themselves in the building of the world. So therefore, the Banoim, the Rav Sholem Bonoyich, the Altikr Bonoyich, the builders, they are the ones that bring about Sholem Ba'olam, Talmidei Chachomim. So, so what do we understand from this? That the advantage while they're Marbim Sholem Bonoyich is not because they're Bonoyich, it's because they're Bonoyich, because they're builders. That the level, the reason that Talmidei Chachomim Marbim Sholem Ba'olam Hu, why do Talmidei Chachomim increase peace in the world? Lo mitzad ha'mayla de Talmidei Chachomim limud ha'Torah. It's not because of the advantage of the greatness that they are Talmidei Chachomim, scholars, learned people, limud ha'Torah, the study of Torah. Kemoshi mitzad atzmai, just on its own, just for the study of Torah. But rather, it's because of the impact they have in the world that they're building, their banoim. But because they are occupied in building the world, how did they build the world? Because through their occupation in Torah, they're sorting out the world, they're building the world, they're learning Torah, and they're making the world, stabilizing and being mevarer the world in its proper level. V'zehu v'chol Bonoyich Limude Havaya. So the pasuk starts with V'chol Bonoyich Limude Havaya, and then it says V'Rav Sholem Bonoyich. Two things. Shemevayir kan Shnei Inyonim. There's two Inyonim. There is one thing that they learn Torah, that's Limude Havaya, and then Al Tikra Bonoyich Elo Bonoyich Rav Sholem Bonoyich, what they accomplish in the world. Shemevayir kan Shnei Inyonim. He tells us two things over here that he articulates. All your sons that are learned know Hashem, learn the Pirush Limudah V'Hayehu. What does it mean to learn? They know. They learn Hashem. With the Alfim Ba'eraisa. The Havaya. They're learning the Torah of Hashem. They Limudah Havaya, they learn the Torah of Hashem. And that's Hamayla the Talmidei Chachomim Mitzadatzim. That's the advantage of the Talmidei Chachomim, of learned, of the scholar, because of their level of Limud HaTorah. And then he adds V'Rav Sholem Bonoyich Al tikre Bonoyich ala Bonich. That the Rav Sholem, the great peace, comes not just because they're Bonoyich learned, but because Bonoyich, because they built. Al tikre Bonoyich ala Bonich. Habir the Olam. We're talking about now the second step is the sorting out of the word Bonoyich. Veribu Hasholim Shenase Be'olam Shenase the Esek HaTorah. And the increased peace through sorting out, through the learning of Torah, and they sort out and they bring a level of great peace in the world through the level of Torah. So these are the two aspects. Pasiyum HaMaimer, at the end of the Maimer, Dal Yidei HaInyan, the Verav Shloim Bonoyich, Al Tikra Bonoyich Ala Bonoyich. Through the idea that they bring a lot of Sholem in the world. They're not just Bonoyich, but they're Bonoyich, they're builders. Banoim HaOiskim B'Binyoni Shaloilom. They are builders who are occupied in building the world. Al Yidei Zeh Yikuyim Gam Bahem. So then it actually also by them. So first they're building the world, but that really they get the Rav Shloim to them himself. They Kuyim Gam Bahem, the Rav Shloim Bonoyich, that these Bonoyich, those who build, will get the Rav Shalom. They bring Shalom in the world, and because they do that, they get the Rav Shalom itself. Kosuv Urei Bonim Levanecha Shalom Al Yisrael. So the pasuk says that the level of Shalom Al Yisrael is their level. That's the level that the Talmidei Chachamim get. The Shalom Hainu Da'idei Habiru Da'olam Shenasa De'esek HaTorah Talmidei Chachamim. Through the sorting out of the world, that is accomplished through the learning of Torah of the Talmidei Chachamim. Nimshach Ribu Sholim Gamla Talmidei Chachamim Atzmim. So it extends a lot of peace for the Talmidei Chachamim themselves. Kim Pirush HaMetzudas behav Targum beVrav Shloim Bonoyich. As the Metzudas and the Targum say Rav Shloim Bonoyich, that it goes on the Rav Sholem goes on the Bonoyich. So here in the Maimer, in the end, the Friedrich Rebbe combines this, that through the Rav Shloim Bonoyich, like the Gemara says, that they are Bonoyich, Al Tikra Bonoyich, Ala Bonoyich, they make Shalom in the world, then it turns around, and they too get the level of Rav Shloim, so that the Talmidei Chachamim themselves have this increase peace, the Re'ei Boni Levanecha Shalom Al Yisrael. And now the Rebbe says a similar idea is in the Parsha. We can connect this idea to the Parsha. V'yesh lekasher zeh im ashekosu b'reish Parshaseinu, so we can tie this idea to that is written in our Parsha. That when Yaakov is approaching Esau, he says, I've been delayed, as he had to come before. And what was the delay? He explains himself. He sort of excuses. He says, because I was by Lavan. And basically, as the Rebbe will explain, Yaakov needs to be mevarer Esau. That's why Yaakov got the brachas from Yitzchok so that he could be mevarer Esau. And that's explained in the other Maimorim that Yitzchok originally thought that he could be mevarer directly Esau, but then it came through Yaakov, and Yaakov is mevarer Esau. So why does it take Yaakov so much time? Because he first had to be mevarer Lavan. Lavan is a lower level of klippah, then till you can come to the level of a base. Let's look inside. Base. So we can tie this to that which is written at the beginning of the parsha. Vayishlach Yaakov malochim lefanov. Yaakov sends angels ahead of him to his brother Esau, and he says to them, say as follows to my brother, to Esau. In Lavan garti v'ayicharad ato, that I lived with Lavan and I was delayed till now. Why is he telling you delayed till now? The mashmos hakosuv hu. So the understanding of the pasuk is sheYaakov tzarich lo v'tchila le'Esau, that Yaakov needs to first come to Esau, and he was supposed to be there already. And that's why he's giving him a reason to Esau. Why is he delayed? Im Lavan garti, because I was with Lavan. And that's why I was delayed till now. So what's the pshat in Pashtus? So we need to understand why did he need this? He has to apologize to Esau why it took him so long. What's the rush? Why did he need to rush to come to Esau? Until he has to give an excuse, a reasoning why he was delayed. Another question that I've asked, we also need to understand Mashapirush Rashi. Rashi explains, Garti is big matria taryag. So Yaakov says to Esav, im Lavan garti. With Lavan garti, what is garti? I lived, but garti is a unique language because taryag mitzvahs shamarti, that he kept the 630 mitzvahs. So how was Yaakov thinking that he's going to impress Esav that he kept the mitzvahs? Why would Esav care? Yaakov knew that Esav does not hold precious the observance of mitzvahs. He saw him from home. He knew Esav. So why is he notifying him that he kept the 630 mitzvahs? It's known, the explanation is that the reason why Yitzchak blessed Yaakov with his blessings, he gave it to him so that he could sort out Esav. In order for him to be able to sort out Esav, first, he needed to have his work gone in the house of Lavan, and then he can sort out. Then he can deal with Esav. Yaakov, and this is what Yaakov says: Im Lavan garti va'eichar ato. I lived with Lavan, and I was delayed till now. Da'atam al shenis acher leleches leEsav levarei ad ato. He's giving the reason why did he delay to go to Esav to sort him out till now. It would seem he needed to sort out Esav as soon as he got the brachas. He got the brachas in order to be mevarer Esav. So why wasn't he mevarer Esav right away? And why did he delay till now? And the reason is Huki ad achshav im Lavan garti v'taryag mitzvah shamarti, because till now I lived with Lavan and I kept the 613 mitzvahs, and this was my avodah over there. And after I'm done with Lavan, then I can come to Esav. After he completed his work in the house of Lavan, he's saying, I'm coming right away to be mevarer. So he's actually telling Esav and why he delayed it, didn't use the brachas that his father gave him to be mevarim right away, and why did he have to wait till this point? What exactly does it mean? Why is Lavan come first, and then comes Esav? The Rebbe explains, according to the Kabbalah, that you need to have the higher level that he acquired Yaakov in the house of Lavan. Lavan, the white, represents on the spiritual high level Loivan Helya, and that helped him. He needed to do that first before he can use the brachas that he got from Yitzchak to be mevarer Esav. Gimel. What is the reason that in order to sort out Esav, First, you need to work in the house of love on Mevur Bekama Drushim. It's explained in many Mamorim. Barucha b'divra maschva Yishlach shebehemshech Tov Terav Tov Rejaim Beis. In the Hemshech Terav, in the Mamer Vechol, the Shnei Inyonim Bazeh, there's two ideas. Ha'alef shebichdei levarer es Esav hutzrach lo'er na'al b'yosef. In order to sort out Esav, he needed a very high level of light. Yaakov needed to have that level of light. That's why first he has to work in the house of Lavan. Lavan is bechinas Lavan ha'elyon. That's the level of the supreme white, this high level. That's the level which is higher than Ishtalshalos. And only after he gets that level, then he can be mevared. After working in the house of Lavan in the duration of 20 years, he drew down all the lights of the level of Lavan Elyon. Till this idea, part of the Lavan Elyon is Vayashkim Lavan Baboiker Vayashkim Laban V'Levnoisov. Lavan, the Lavan Elyon, in the morning, he kisses his sons and his daughter. What does this mean that he's kissing his sons and his daughter? Lavan, the Lavan Elyon. Hamshocha, the Lavan Elyon. That is a great Hamshocha of Lavan Elyon to the extent Bebechinas Nishikin, in the level of a kiss, in the level of Nishikin. V'izdapkus rucha berucha, and the connecting of spirit to spirit. It's a very deep and profound connection. L'chol in Yonei Yaakov, to all of Yaakov's matter. Lavan comes down, lehamashpim ulahamekablim, to those Yaakov who had those are mashpim, the influencers. That's the sons, and the daughters are the recipients. Lahamekablim, bonav B'neisav. By Yashkim, by Nashik, Lebonul of Noisav, to be mamshich all the ways to all of love, all of Yaakov's owned his mashpim and his makabel. So and only after that, Levarad says that's why he was able to that's one thing why he needed to be in the house of Lavan, because he needed a level of Oidus of Lavan Elyon. Is the second reason. The reason why it was necessary, why there is a need to have the work in the house of Lavan in order to sort out Esav, not only because of the root of Lavan, to get Lavan's root, Lavan Elyon, Elagam mitzad Lavan shalamato Lavan the klipa, but also Lavan as he is here below in the level of Lavan the klipa. Basically, he had to conquer first the klipas Lavan before he can conquer the klipa of Esav. The Esav hulamato Lavan, because Esav is lower than Lavan. The Lavan who keser chochma bina the klipas noiga. Lavan is the level of Keser and Chochma Bina of Klipas Noiga. The Esav who Zo Malchus, the Klipas Noiga, the Zayin Midas of Klipas Noiga. So you have Chochma Bina, the Moichin, and you have the Zayin Midas of Klipas Noiga. So first you have to be Mevarer, the higher level of Klippas, the Keser Chochma Bina. And then he went to be Mevarer Esav. So the Rebbe explained, first of all, he needed to get the higher level of root of Lavan, because the Lavan Elyon to be Mamshich, that gives him the koyach to be Mevarer Esav. And number two, because he first had to take care of the Klippa of Lavan, and only afterwards he can take care of the Klippa of Esav, which is a lower level than the Klippa of Lavan.